Now, it's known quite simply as the Everest of the seas. The Vendée Globe yacht race is one of the toughest events on Earth, and competitors take on the wildest of oceans. It's set over 24,000 nautical miles. Participants sail around the world, starting and finishing in France. They spend months navigating the Atlantic through the perilous Southern Ocean and then back to France again. 4 years ago, Thomson finished third, sailing around the world in 80 days to become the fastest Brit to complete the race. Well, on Sunday, this Sunday, he's doing it all again. Let's speak to him now from Les Sables d'Olonne in France. Morning to you. What on earth has possessed you?
Well, it's an amazing challenge, as you said. You know, less than 100 people have ever done it. And when you put it in perspective, more than 3,000 people have been up Mount Everest. So for me, it's the challenge, it's the competition. And I think I just love that thing when you go out there in the middle of the ocean and you can't see land. You have a real understanding of how small we are as a human being, human race. So I find that a very humbling experience.
But things have actually changed for you, haven't they, since the last time? You have 2 little children now, I believe, and you're preparing to leave them for a considerable amount of time. How do you prepare yourself for being away from family and friends and being on your own for so long?
Well, being away from my 2 wonderful kids and lovely wife is the hardest, part of it, and it's very difficult to make the choice to do that. But when I'm away from land like this for 3 months, I only have to think about one thing, and that's very different from what we do in all our lives. We all consume our lives 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with stuff. When I do this race, I only have to think about one thing, and so I kind of find that mentally refreshing, and that makes it okay.
Alex, it's Charlie here in the studio. Good luck with everything, but just looking around there, tell us a little bit about the mechanics, the boat you're on, and the hardships you have to endure.
Yeah, well, my boat, Hugo Boss here, she is, this time she's a brand new boat, Charlie. We spent 2 years designing her, spent a year building, 40,000 man hours. We spent £3.5 million, Charlie, building this boat, and I do find that astounding because I didn't even get a toilet for that. The toilet's too heavy, and it's all about weight. We've got to make the boat as light as possible. We're one of the fastest in the fleet. I'm super confident, but it is a tough race. 24 hours a day, hard labour, very little sleep, and dealing with the oceans. But as a team, myself, we're very, very confident and looking forward to the start.
Sadly, Alex, in amongst those amazing statistics you told me just a moment ago, there's only one that really stands out. You don't have a toilet on board. It's got the mind racing a bit on how that works.
Yeah, well, toilets are very heavy, but we just use a bucket and a biodegradable bag, so it's very basic. But the toilet's never been blocked on my boat. I've always been happy with that. But on other comforts, I don't really have a bed. I have a kind of a soft, small mattress to sleep on. I don't have really a cooker. I just have a kettle to boil the food, to rehydrate the dehydrated food I take. Again, that's for weight. So there's very little comforts. This boat is built for speed, not for comfort.
Alex, just really quickly, what have you learned from your experiences in this race? What will you do differently this time? Anything in particular?
Well, the last race where I finished third and became the fastest Briton, as you said, to do it, taught me a lot about what to do right. And I very much intend to replicate what I did last time, but hopefully from this time I'll be at the front of the fleet.
Alex, good luck with everything. I think we know quite a lot of detailed information now about what life's going to be like. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, good luck, yes.
Yeah.
That's the joy of those interviews, though, isn't it? You're just getting that little nugget of information you never expect.
Do you know what's the joy of those interviews? Oversharing. I always like to know that little bit extra.
I'm a big fan of oversharing.
We'll see you later on.
Okay. Let's...